Kynard knows that whatever you are doing in your life, you must have a plan. Okay? A lot of people want to reach goals and they want to do things with their life. And I think that everybody wants such instant satisfaction and they want it right away that they don't put plans together to accomplish things over time. Coming into 2020, I just challenge people to look at what it is that you want. Most people don't even understand how to create a plan. I'm going to help you today. You have to look at what you want. You work backwards from that. How do I get to this point? If I want to reach, let's say I'm an artist and I want to get 1,000 streams. Mm-hmm. Then you work back. What work do I have to do to promote my release to get 1,000 streams? That should be helping you foster in what your plan is. Recently, we just dropped a sketch for Trap Santa. Did you see this, Lars Matilda? Did you see me? I was Santa Claus.
I saw parts of it.
You saw? Oh, she didn't see all of it.
So you must have just saw it on social media.
Did you see the parts on social? Right. So we released that for Christmas time, but you should have timing to work backwards to get those things accomplished. Mm-hmm. We did it, we released it, and boom, there it is. Now, most people only have short-term plans sometimes. Sometimes you got to have long-term plans. Mm-hmm. What are you going to do once you get 1,000 streams? What are you going to do once you get to that second video? Is that second video a lead into something bigger to tell a bigger story? And so I just want to pose to you guys, what do you guys do when you are trying to create a plan to execute something to reach a goal?
Let me start with, I'll start. But first, I always start off with like the vision. I gotta like see it in my head first, and then I write it down. Like so, say like with the script.
So you document.
Yeah,
you put it on paper.
Yeah, I document. I gotta write it down. Not even on my computer. I gotta write it down like with pen and paper.
Yeah.
Just write down all my thoughts and then the steps of doing that. So like when we go into like a production of things, me and Jay were just sitting down thinking. I was like, man, I want to do like this whole trap class thing, and then the ideal came to me. And I was just thinking about the ideal. It's like, okay, I just gotta hurry up and write this. So the first step was, all right, first I gotta write the script, get these characters going, and then when you write the script, you break down the script, get the locations, cast your people, and then once you cast your people, it's all about the production itself.
Right.
The day of production.
Right.
From first shot to the end of the shot. How things are going to roll. Who's going to be in the first shot.
So when you're doing all this, have you already seen the end and work backwards, or are you just working forward based on what your creative space is?
So like what you said, I see the end. I see the end already. So I set my finish line. I knew that I was going to release it on Christmas. So
right.
That's why I planned 2 weeks ahead.
So you have deadlines.
I was like, okay, when we produce this, we're going to produce this 2 weeks before Christmas. So that means when we shoot, we're going to shoot 2 weeks before Christmas,
right.
Finish the shoot, and then I have another week for post-production.
All right.
Because
so let me ask you a quick question. You released it. What could you do better? What did you learn from it? Because that's the other side. Wait, hold on 1 second. That's the other side of the plan. Once you execute the plan and you've done it, do you learn from what you've done? So what could you have done better with that production in your eyes?
So remember that night, the night when we released it, probably we were talking. No, we talked on Christmas.
Yeah, me and you talked on Christmas.
Yeah, we talked for a good minute on Christmas.
And Christmas Eve.
So I wasn't.
Because we was working.
I wasn't completely alone. Now that I think about it.
Right.
But yeah, we talked, and then you just give it like a lot of good advice. Like the production went smoothly itself.
Yeah.
From the day that we shot, that production was smooth. This is like probably like the greatest day of the year.
Right.
And that production was smoothly. And then the post production, I already knew what I wanted to do with it.
Right.
But then the part that I need to get better at is promoting it, releasing it.
Right.
Once I release it,
you ain't had no deadlines for that. You just.
I knew I knew that I was gonna release it on Christmas, but I didn't know how I was gonna get people to watch it. I didn't know how to. I'm not really too good at promoting. My skills are production.
So then I would tell you.
I gotta get better.
The better part of the plan is then to plan for the promotion, right? You plan to shoot the production and you release the production, but there was no plan in place necessarily for the promoting of the videos.
Exactly.
So it can be. So you learn from that. So then we can anticipate that the next project you do, you're gonna work that into your plan so you can have a better
And you
release.
told me that I should have the best. I should have released probably like
Because Kynard knows.
3. Yeah, good. I should have released it like 3 days before Christmas, like leading into.
Well,
Christmas,
just some
so
snippets. In my
Like, yeah, the
opinion,
snippets
watching
and all
it, it was such a long production, and I get that not everybody
It's
is
only like
going.
8 minutes.
No, that's long, bro. That's long in our generation.
It's like you need 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yeah, I would have taken minute clips to promo the best parts of it to then push people to go see the movie. Because 8 minutes for independent is a movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, congrats to you. You shot a little mini movie, but it's just like with Star Wars. We see the action parts. We see things that lure us in and hook us. And I think that was what was missing was just a hook to say, hey, yeah, we got this. Now, your loyal people, they're going to watch it anyway. But once again, we talking about releasing it for new people.
The common view.
I want to speak to Lars. Lars Matilda, she says she's an independent
Yes.
producer of productions. And so, how do you go about planning, Lars?
Ultimately, I go from the idea, and then I take a list of what I need to accomplish that idea, and who do I need in order to accomplish the list of things that I put forth for the production.
Right.
And then kind of go from there and work my way down into like the overall assets of the production and whatnot.
Okay.
So and when it comes to film, those are like the 3 parts of film. It's pre-production,
Right.
the production, and then post-production.
Right.
So then that's how the plan. And that when I plan, that's how I usually dissect it.
DJ, TJ, the DJ, you playing with your phone?
Welcome back.
Yeah.
How do you plan your selfie situation going on? No.
Shit,
How do
it's
you
not
do
my
play?
audience. They want to see. They gonna see.
Because when I follow you on social media, TJ, and I just like look and everything, it seems like you have such like a spontaneous like lifestyle on social media. And it's like, man, she's like, oh, she's over here doing acting. All right, she's gonna be doing this show, DJing this show. So you're acting, you're DJing, you're on music videos, and
Or
all
she
that
in
stuff.
Vegas,
Or
or
you
she
in Vegas.
there.
She-
She living
So I was
life.
like, dang, like
That's the goal.
how do you plan all that stuff? It seems like such a spontaneous like lifestyle.
What I do is I like everything has to be planned, not a week, not a month in advance. That's every 3 months, 3 months. So it's like you need to plan quarterly within the year. So it's like you need to plan.
Preach.
Yeah, by 6 months, you need to have a plan for the 6 months, and you have to have that one, and you have to have a plan for the year.
Preach.
So it's like, this is what I would want to do at the end of the year. If it comes up quicker, cool. But if my 6-month plan takes too long, then I need to fix my second half of the year to contribute to this one. And then I'll add whatever I can do. And if
Fill
not, I
in
can't do
slots.
it. Yeah, you just like fill it in. So I just like plan things. So I have goals of what I want to do, and there's always the bigger picture. So I already know what I want to do. I already know what audiences I want to reach, and I just try to learn. Like, so I'll ask Kynard, hey, I don't know about this so much, so what's your advice on it? So he'll give me the advice, and I'll take it no matter what. And boom, boom,
Yeah.
3 months in advance. That's what I learned from Kaya. Kaya gave me the 6 month plan. So now I know, okay, every 2 months is for my 6 months, and then for the year, go every 3 months.
Yeah.
You know, so that's
And I would
just how
tell you that's how businesses operate, right? So once again, the hard part for me when having this conversation is not everybody knows how to plan. Not everybody knows what an efficient plan is. And a lot of times when people don't know, they're afraid to ask. And I love that TJ said if she doesn't have knowledge or awareness about something, she isn't afraid to get the information. The hardest part, I think, for planning is most people don't have vision, right? If you can't envision what the year should look like for me, I already know May 1st, I'm going to start my campaign. I'm going to go all the way to October. From October to December, I'm going to start planning for 2021. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'll still have content to produce, but I know this year I'm going to produce 6,500 pieces of content. You know what I'm saying? I understand that I got 5 features already coming in this year, and I know when they're going to drop.
Yep.
I already know when I'm going to schedule to shoot videos. Like, my operation of planning, in my opinion, dictates what league you play in. If you playing like you a local artist, you're gonna play like a local artist. If you playing like you shooting with the big dogs and you trying to grab attention, then your plan should reflect that. But you have to have a vision on what it is that you want, because not everybody wants to play at that level. Some people are just doing this as a hobby and they just, you know what I'm saying?
It's fun.
It's fun, I'm having a good time, and that's cool. But just have a plan from it, learn from it, know what your goals are, what you're trying to accomplish, and then like you said, just live life.